coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. On first down, Wentz. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Dancing away at the 35. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
On first down, they run with Kamara. He'll take it forward for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Cowboys much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. That's complete to Troutman right side. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Pass incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Four receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott completes it right side to Cooper. And some space here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, they go with Armstead. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Running it with Armstead into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Wentz going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Wentz. They'll get this out to Kamara, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield. And they'll say actually right at midfield. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Prescott now from the 50. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Wentz. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. Now Wentz. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On play action, it's Wentz. They shakes him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Jalen Smith in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability and a sack.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A give running right is Armstead. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Here's Wentz to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And some room to run now. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Pete Werner. There he goes, right side.
Baby. Give me some more.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, but they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Here's Hardman on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 39. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They go to Elliott again. Powers through him. Stays on his feet. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll stay with the run and Armstead. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wentz now to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing now is Wentz. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides through a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
First down, Prescott.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Second and 10.
On the handoff, Armstead. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change, because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Osha Odighizuwa, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. The Saints on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Wentz.
Throw left side, complete to Troutman.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A big play that time on the catch and run.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, it's Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Prescott. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 79 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus. and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments.